Welcome to the Golden Gate and to this introduction. When it comes to trading, most people can't teach you trading. Not because they do not want to do that, they can't. It can be hard to explain why, because teaching and practicing is two very different things. Many traders out there try to show systems and setups and so on. That's great if you're interested to watch it in the past. But how do you actually do this before it happens? So called live trading. Very few traders can actually do that. And it's one of the hardest thing to do. And it's extremely, I mean, it's tough when you do it on your own, but when you also have other people's eyes on what you're doing, it's the ultimate test of someone's knowledge. And while every trader know that you won't be right every time, you have that feeling, most likely, that you want to be right. No one want to lose, of course, but we know that it's part of this industry, this business, like any other business. I mean, trading is very direct. It shows you your profit loss ASAP. While if you have maybe a web shop, you may see that you have a lot of credits or debits or whatever it is, and you say, well, this month it went well. But in trading, we see it directly on chart and directly on the statement. What we're going to do now, we're going to take this from a very simple napkin pitch presentation, which will come in the next video. That means that within 5 minutes, you should have the ability to explain what you're doing. If you can't do that, it's probably not a thing you should be practicing from the beginning, at least, because then it's too hard. Because if you can't explain what you're doing to yourself or to someone else, you probably not know what you're doing. And how simple that may sound, it's a fact. Most people can't explain what they're doing. They know what they're doing, but they can't explain it. That's the difference between teaching and actually practice it as a trader. Just because you can trade doesn't mean you can teach. Two different things. So when it comes to markets, and this is gold, as you see, this is a 4-hour FXCM feed on TradingView. There are a few things I want you to know about before we get started with the actual teaching. We're going to start with the daily. This is not something you can use as a trading system, but you should be aware of it. Gold loved the 3 days trend, right? See here how from this one, 3 up, 1 down, or smaller trace. 3 down, stalled candle, up. 3 up, 1 day down, right? Every time you see 3 trending daily candles like this, right? You should pay attention to it, because that's 9 out of 10 times it will either stall, set up a pattern and reverse the market, or continuation if it just like go up like this, stall, and then continue. But you will see the pattern there. Now, as you see, it's very common that it happens. 3, 3, 3, and there comes 4. Right? So you can't use that as a signal system, but you should be aware of it on the daily. That's the only thing we need to watch for on the daily for gold. Let's head back to the 4-hour, which is where we are going to work from. The 4-hour, the candles that you should pay attention to, or that you should focus in on, is the 6 a.m. and the 10 a.m. 4-hour candle. Why? Because the 6 a.m. is before New York and after New York, and the 10 a.m. is the remaining part of the US session. It doesn't mean that gold can't mow during the other candles, but they are two candles that we normally know when the pattern fits the criteria on these two is normally a very good sign that this is going to go away in our direction. That was the introduction. Now let us get started in the next video and set this up, understand the trending market, consolidation market, understand the pattern we are looking for and why we're looking for it, and how we can actually become professional traders in gold by doing this.